Hey everyone, Fox from Fox and Kit Woodworks and Fox Den Videos. You ever wonder what the difference between a cabinet saw and a table saw was? And were you just like me going, cabinet saws for cabinetry makers, dummy? And then realize after some research you're completely wrong and had to admit it? Probably should do that more often, but anyways, I digress. Well, in this week's Tips and Tricks of the Week, we're going to go over the differences between a cabinet saw and a table saw, and also the 5 different categories of table saws out there, so you can help make a better informed decision on what will work for you. Now, before I get into it a little bit further, I'd like to thank you all for watching my videos and hitting that like, subscribe, and notification button. But also, this week's Tips and Tricks is going to be kind of special because there's going to be a lot of midweek tips and tricks, and it's going to even roll into next week because I really want to go over the different areas of table saws for you guys so you can have a good informed opinion when you go out to buy yours. So first off, let's go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes, the cabinet versus table. Well, that name actually comes from where the motor is mounted. Table saws have the motor mounted to the table, and this is going to cause more vibrations through the table and your saw blade, resulting in less accurate cuts, more noise, typically worse dust collection, and also anything on that table is going to get shaken and rattled around to the point where it's going to get loose and probably get less accurate. Cabinet saws, on the other end, are heavier, typically designed to not be moved, and the big point is that their motors are mounted to the actual cabinet or framing with a belt going up to the saw blade, allowing for the saw just to move on its own and not be affected by that motor. They'll be quieter, more accurate, more powerful, and anything attached to that table saw isn't going to be affected by all the vibrations. Now, let's go ahead and break it into 5 categories for you. There are tabletop saws, job site saws, contractor saws, hybrids, and cabinet saws. The big thing you need to know from this, from the lowest to the biggest, the changes are going to be sizes of motors, the power they put out, the size of blades, and how mobile they are. Tabletop is going to be the most mobile, but with smaller blades and less power. Cabinet saws are going to be the biggest and heaviest, and typically once you get them in place, they're not going to move, but they support motors up from 3 to 5 horsepower. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I hope you like it. If you can, leave a comment about what other things you'd like to know about table saws. And if you're on that TV, go ahead and hit that like, notify, and subscribe button. And I'll see you shortly to talk about each one of those categories.